He is right. And where the fuck is my model? There we go. I know this is like suddenly like random stream to do, but like Saw, I just recently binged the series for the first time ever and I love it. And also Saw 10 is coming out in a couple weeks, so like why the fuck not? As you can see, we will rank the movies objectively because my opinion is fact. Ranking from better than John Kramer's Man Tits to I'd rather be put in a reverse bear trap. I think that's a fairly good description of how good the movie is. If you haven't seen Saw, well, the fuck is the matter with you? What the hell? Go watch them. They're good ass movies. Oh, I should probably put on some music. Since there's no game music. So is this a tier list of my dick slurping abilities? If so, should my lack of gag reflex should be in man tit section? What the fuck? Oh, excuse me. Let me get the safe for streaming playlist out. There we go. Because this is all I can play that's safe for streaming. Oh, you know what? I just realized. So, I mean, I'm sure that most of you watching this are familiar with Saw, but if you aren't, you might not know what a reverse bear trap is. It is truly a beautiful invention, I must say. Let's find a picture of it. It's honestly something truly beautiful. Yes, it does, but let me find a nice image of it. If you don't know who John Kramer is, he is the main bad guy in Saw, who sets up all the traps. It's not a spoiler, like... Well, actually, I guess it is if you haven't seen the first movie, but beyond that, it's not a spoiler. But everyone knows that, honestly, so... eh. Like Ash's PP does to me on the daily, what the fuck, Kelly? Let me find a picture here. This is a reverse bear trap. It's literally a bear trap, but in reverse. They put it around your mouth, and when the timer goes off, it opens up and rips your fucking jaw off. Isn't it delightful? This is the most iconic trap from the series. It is truly gruesome. If you know anything about Saw, Saw is extremely gruesome. And that's why I love it. I just got a better idea. Instead of ranking that, I just got a much better idea. Yes, I just got a brilliant idea. Fuck my previous tier list idea, I just got a better one. The rest F tier. No, I'd honestly say that Saw 1 and I'd say Saw 1 is definitely S tier. 2 and 3 are A tier. Controversial opinion. I'd probably put Jigsaw in B tier. I think Jigsaw is actually pretty good. I know it's controversial, but whatever. I'd probably put 5 and... I'm just seeing what it is right now because I'm changing the tier list, by the way. Probably put 5 and 7 and Spiral in F tier. And I put 4 and 6 in probably like C or D. I know it's controversial, but I think Spiral is actually pretty good. Anyways, I've actually changed the stream title now. Something even better. And let's get rid of this image of the reverse bear trap. Let's see here. Ah, come on. There we go. Hold on. Boom. GG easy and... Ugh, this one's being stupid. No, I got better. Hold on. There we go. Oh no, we'll do this. I always switch the colors on because I feel like red should be bad. I don't know why red's always at the top. Red is a bad color in terms of like stuff like this. Like red is bad. Green is good. Let's see here. Add row below. Oh, okay. There we go. So we're ranking them from GG easy, easy trap to get out of, to worse than death. As in, yeah, being in this trap would just literally be worse than death. Kill me now, you know, I mean, your prop is basically freaking impossible. I'd rather just die. I know these two might sound similar, but, like, what I mean by this one is that it would be excruciatingly painful to be in, and this one would be like, I don't think I could do it at all. I mean, they're all excruciatingly painful. Kind of hard to rank them, to be honest. I feel like that one might actually be redundant. There. I'll keep it like this here. Hold on. Here we go, pure agony. Alright, let's see here. So first up we have... Oh, wait, what the fuck is this one called? I gotta look up the trap names because I honestly forgot what they're called. Because I'm a big stupid dum-dum. That's what it is, that's right. I am going to add one more below. Hold on. I'm going to move this up. We'll make this orange. We'll make this yellow. Literally impossible means it's literally impossible. I mean, what more is there to say? Now, so the first one we have is... I guess they're not doing this in order. Is the angel trap. Now, if you don't know what this is, hold on. I want to see how big the images show up on my stream so that I can tell if you guys can even see it clearly or not. I'm gonna have to take a look at my stream quick. Oh, I don't need volume for it. I see. Let's get a bigger image up. What if I do this? Oop, right, okay. Yeah. So here, I zoomed... Okay, what the fuck? It's still not gonna really be zoomed in. Amazing, fantastic, 10 out of fucking 10. Hold on. Maybe if I do this. There we go. So basically, if you don't spoil it, she has this thing around her chest, her rib cage, just like digging into it, and she has to reach her hand into this well, I guess you can't see it when I do that. Oh fuck it, whatever. She has to reach her hand into that vial of acid that's right next to her face, which will basically burn away her hand because there is a key in there that will unlock it. And if she doesn't do it in time, I know, big butt, but we'll get to that, Kelly. If she doesn't unlock it in time, it will rip open her rib cage and kill her instantly. However, Amanda created this trap. It's not padlocked on the inside too, actually, that's not the issue. Amanda is one of the apprentices of John Kramer, the main bad guy, and all the traps that she set up, she rigged them to not really be possible. So the key actually doesn't work. It's literally impossible to win this one. Because Amanda is a psychopath. I mean, they're all psychopaths. Anyone's a psychopath, they put you into that. So we're gonna put this in literally impossible. Actually, you know what? I will rank it. No, she understood that they were meant to be escaped. It's that she was extremely jealous and, protective of John, and she didn't want anyone else to become basically a disciple like she was. She wanted to be the only one, so she wanted to make sure no one could win, because they'd take John away from her. That's why she rigged them to not really be doable. I'll rank it based on, I guess, if it was doable. And not like, you know, impossible. I'd say painful but doable, because you just gotta reach in there quick and just grit your teeth and get it over with. I mean, it's gonna fucking hurt like hell, but you can do it. It's gonna fucking hurt like a bitch, but you can do it. Now, let's actually just go in order, fuck it. Where's the bathroom trap? Here's the bathroom trap from Saw 1. This one is a bit unique, so it's kind of hard to rank it. The way the bathroom trap works is this is the iconic Saw trap, besides reverse bear trap. I'm just gonna sit it here for a moment. Basically, two people were chained into a bathroom together, and one of them had to kill the other before 6 o'clock, and the other basically just had to survive. It's complicated to explain. It literally would explain the plot of the whole movie, so it's kind of hard to go into. So actually, I'm just gonna not include it. I have to like explain the whole plot of the movie to go about it, and I don't got time for that. But basically, the big thing is to escape, you'd have to I don't even know. There's so many different ways to escape. It's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain that one. Here, so what's next? The razor wire maze. Oh god. I mean, that's exactly what it sounds like. It is a maze of razor wire. Basically, this guy has to navigate through a maze of razor wire in under so many hours, or else the room that he's in will close forever and he'll die. Honestly, I put that in painful but doable because he actually has a lot of time to do it. He has like 2 hours. So just take your time and navigate through it, and you'll be fine. Honestly, even putting GG easy. Like, it's not hard. If you're careful, you won't even get cut. Next up, though, we have a trap that's a big FU. Flammable jelly. Basically, the dude is covered in flammable jelly, thrown into a dark room with shards of glass all over the floor, and he's been poisoned. And he has to find the combination to the safe, which is written on the wall, in under so much time or the poison will kill him. Because the safe has the antidote. The thing is, though, the walls are fucking covered in numbers. It's basically impossible. Hold on. Like, is what, god damn it. All of that red stuff you see on the wall, all of those red little lines, those are all fucking numbers. You might as well just enter random combinations, to be honest, because you're fucked. You're just fucked no matter what. So, yeah, I mean, this trap is literally impossible. I don't understand what John wanted him to do. So that trap is literally impossible, as far as I'm concerned. The games don't bother if the games are mid. What's the next one? The next one is the reverse bear trap. We've talked about that one before. Now, this depends on the reverse bear trap we're talking about, because there's actually a few reverse bear traps. That's the one that goes around your mouth like a bear trap, and then it will like... Well, it goes around your mouth like a closed bear trap, and then once the timer goes off, it'll rip open and yank off your mouth and jaw and everything. Basically killing you instantly. Now, the thing is, the first reverse bear trap is actually pretty easy, to be honest. Because basically all she has to do is take a knife and cut open this guy's stomach and get the key out of it, which, I mean, sucks for the guy she has to kill, but like, you know, if you're in the bear trap, the guy's drugged and on the floor and can't move. So you just gotta stab him, cut open his stomach, pull out the key, bang, bang, boom. So really, it's pretty easy. If you're able to kill someone, you can do it just fine. Not that hard to get out of. What's the drill chair? What? I don't remember this one. Oh, right. They never really went into detail about this. So I can't really, is that even on here? That one's not even on here. Makes sense, because it's not really a proper trap in that way. So then, I think that's all of them from Saw 1. Also, no, Dark Boy, the reverse bear trap is not a cool sex move. Oh god, that one. Next up, we have the Venus flytrap or death mask, depending on what... I mean, it's like both people... It's called both those things, like, just depends on who you ask. Yeah, I'm gonna be real, this one I don't think I could do, period. It is... I genuinely do not think I could do it. Basically, he's got this thing around his neck that you can see, and the two metal things basically are going to come up and slam shut like a Venus flytrap, and crush, and basically there's spikes in there are going to stab into his face and kill him instantly. To get out of it, he has to get a key to unlock it. However, the key is behind his eyeball. And all he's given is a scalpel. He has to cut out his eyeball with a scalpel in 60 seconds, or else he will die. I could not do that. Possible? Yes. Could I do it? Absolutely the fuck not. Especially not in the given time frame. So no, pure agony, I cannot do it. Alright, what's the next one? The electrify, that doesn't really count. That one doesn't really count either. Yeah, no, these don't count. Oh boy. That one. Yes, okay. So next up we have... Oh god. Hold on. We have the furnace trap. Let me find a nice image of it. Basically, the guy is stuck in a furnace, and he has to reach out towards that, little valve there to turn it off if he wants to get out, but, you know, there's fucking fire in front of it. Personally, I'd say this is a maybe. Biggest problem is, can you will yourself to actually fucking push your hand through the fire? It all depends on if you have enough willpower to actually, like, reach into fucking fire. Which I don't know if I would. Alright, next up we have the needle pit. This one is kind of self-explanatory. It's a giant pit filled with needles. And you have to dig through the needles to find a key. You don't die if you fail, but you won't get access to an antidote that you need. But you won't, it's complicated, but you won't die if you don't get it. I'd say it's a maybe, because you only have so much time to dig through the fucking needles. That is hard to do. Even with your life on your line, digging through fucking needles. So that's why I give that one a maybe. I mean, I don't know if I could dig through needles. Ah, yes. Next we have the Razor Box. The easiest fucking trap in the series. Anal if you're not a fucking dumbass. Let me find an image of it. Anal probe, Kelly. Do you agree with my statement of what? No, she do. I know! She's a fucking idiot! Oh my god, is she dumb? Basically, here you got this, plastic box that's, about 2 little holes in the bottom of it that basically have razor blades there, so that when you put your hands through, the razor blades are actually going to stick upwards. So you can't put your hands back down through it again. And you have to get this little vial of antidote that's in the middle of the box. The thing is, if you just walk around to the other side of the box, There was a fucking key and lock. You didn't have to put your hands in there to get inside of it. You literally could just open up from the backside. The whole reason this girl got stuck in there and died is because she was impatient. Easiest trap in the series if you just take 5 seconds and look at it. It's not even a trap, really. Okay, Eric's test, again, that doesn't really count as a proper trap. We get on to Saw 3 now. With slow-ass motherfucking Jeff. First up, we have... Oh, yeah. This one is also literally impossible. The classroom trap. Yeah, no. This one's fucking impossible. Like, literally. Let me find an image of it. Ashes come, goddammit. God damn it, Kelly. Really? It's gonna be like that? Ugh, gross. Whatever. Basically, as you can see, he's got all these hooks and chains inside of him. It's kind of hard to tell. He's got like all these, basically he's got all these chains that are stuck inside of his skin. And what he has to do is, rip them all out. Otherwise, a bomb in the room is going to blow up and kill him. The reason why this one is impossible is that one of them is in his fucking jaw. You would bleed out and die if you ripped that one out. Even if that one didn't kill you, which it would. There's also 2 of them in his fucking Achilles tendons. So again, he rips those out. Now he can't fucking walk and get out of the room before the bomb blows up. So he's just dead no matter what. Again, it was one that was meant to fail though. So, you know. Next we have... Is the shotgun collar on here or not? I wouldn't really consider that one like a proper trap like the others. Doesn't look like it. Right, next we have the fucking, freezer room. This one is... You're probably fucked. It all depends on how fast slow-ass motherfucking Jeff gets his shit together. Basically, you're in a fucking freezer, butt naked, and, you're being sprayed with cold water. You're gonna basically... I think it's actually liquid nitrogen even, not just cold water. Basically, unless, Jeff, who is this other guy who's in there with you, who's, like, going through all these rooms to rescue people, it's complicated, manages to get you out in time, you're dead. You're gonna freeze to death. It's all dependent on Jeff, and he's a slow-ass motherfucker who can't get anything done in time. So you're fucked. Next, we have the pig guts trap. Basically, this guy is chained, laying down, face up, in a big vat. Like, barrel type thing. And, he can't get out. And basically, dead pigs are being blended up and turned into slush. And they're slowly filling up that container. So eventually he's going to drown in basically liquid pig. Unless Jeff, gets him out in time by, getting the key. And to get the key, he has to, turn on this furnace that will burn all of the, stuffed animals that belong to his dead son. Really fucked up. So again, it all depends on if Jeff gets his shit together in time. If not, you're gonna drown in liquid pig guts. Fantastic. Next up, we have the rack. Dear God. I cannot think of a more painful trap. Let me see here. Hold on. Basically, as you can see, his limbs are all stuck. Limbs and head are all kind of like stuck and like tied. Not tied. How do I put it? Basically, he can't move his limbs or head at all. And what's going to happen is one at a time, these things around his limbs are going to rotate. And they're going to rotate his limbs straight off, one at a time, and eventually his head too. Unless again, slow-ass motherfucking Jeff gets his shit together and rescues him. Spoiler alert, it doesn't happen and all of his limbs and head get ripped off. This would be pure agony. Imagine one at a time, your limbs being spun around until they can't rotate anymore and start to rip off your body. Absolute hell. Alright, now we're onto the soft floor trap. Let's see here. First up, we have the is the mausoleum trap on this one or not? That's a bit of a point. It is. The mausoleum trap is... I mean, that's going to depend on which side of this you are on. Basically, there's two people stuck in a room together. One of them has their eyeballs sewn shut. The other one has their mouth sewn shut. So it's basically they have to try to communicate with each other and get the key to their shackles. But that doesn't really happen. Basically, the blind one starts attacking the one who can't speak. But the one who can't speak can see, so he kills the blind one. He gets the key and gets out. Again, this will depend on what side you're on. If you can't see, you're basically fucked. Next up, we have the scalping one. Basically, this girl is sitting in a chair, and she's got this long hair that's basically stuck in some... Where do I put it? It's basically kind of wrapped around some gears that are rotating, and it's basically going to slowly scalp her by ripping her fucking hair up. I mean, like, skin off her head. The thing about this one, though, is that... And there's no knife in the room, by the way. That's the big issue. There's no knife in the room. So it's like, how do you, like... So you can't just cut her hair. The thing is... The cop Wessiger out of this has a fucking gun. He can just shoot her fucking hair. Instead, he tries shooting the machine, which doesn't work, by the way. He does get out eventually, I can't remember. But yeah, this one's doable. But it's gonna fucking hurt like hell. Because you're gonna have your hair pretty heavily ripped out by the time that you're rescued. The next one is the bedroom trap, which... Yeah, I could not do. Again. Let me see here. Let me find an image of it. It's hard to find a good image of it, but basically he's lying down in a bed, and what he has to do is pull these two levers. And when he pulls them, basically, these big scythe-like things are gonna fall down and stab out his eyes. So to get out, he has to blind himself permanently. I do not think I could do that. And if he doesn't do it in time, what happens? I forget. Oh yeah, his limbs would all rip off. Fantastic. Next up is the spike trap. This one's... interesting. Basically, these two people are tied together and they got all these metal rods going through them. The woman can pull them out, but if she does that, the man she is tied to is going to bleed out. But then, you know, she won't die. This is going to be completely dependent on if you're the guy or the girl. If you're the girl, just rip them out. Fuck you, Mr. Guy. You're dead. But if you're the guy, I mean, you're completely dependent on the whim of the woman. So it's very much maybe. It basically completely depends on her mercy. Next is the ice block trap, which, if I'm going to be honest, I'm going to basically put in literally impossible. Actually, I'm not even going to talk about that one because that gives away the whole plot of the movie. To be honest. What's next here? The knife chair. Oh dear. Okay. So painful but doable is where I would put this. Basically, he's in a chair. And as you can see, there's lots of knives in front of his face. And what he has to do is basically lean his head forward through the fucking knives, cutting him up. Gonna hurt like a bitch, but I think you could do it. I think that would be doable. You're gonna cut yourself up bad, though. Like, real bad. So what do we got next? Saw 5 traps. Next is the pendulum trap. Okay. How does that one work again? Right. So the pendulum trap. This one, let's just say it does work. Because this was a rigged one that you're going to lose because of Amanda. Actually, no, it wasn't Amanda. It was Mark Hoffman. Basically, you have to press your hand. You have to press these switches that will make it so that your hands get fucking crushed into bones and dust. Or bones and dust. Just dust, basically. Your bones are going to become dust. But if you don't do it in time, a big pendulum swinging blade is going to come down and cut you in half. So, I'm going to put it actually in, I'm probably going to die, because I don't know if I could, no, I'll put it here. I'll put him probably die. It all depends on if you can crush your hands or not. That would be hard. No, I'll put it here. Oh yeah, next up is, yeah, this trap. Basically, it's kind of hard to tell, but he has this box around his head that's filling up with water, so he's going to drown. He's not actually meant to get out of it, but what he does is he pulls a pen out of his pocket and gives himself an emergency tracheotomy. Just basically, he shoves the pen into his neck to create an air hole. I don't think I could do that. I do not think I could do that. That would be horrible, man. I'd probably fucking die. Let's see here. What do we got first? The neck trap. So this one, it all depends on working together. But basically, there are these people who have to basically get from one side of the room to the other to get these keys to unlock the things around their neck. And if they don't do it in 60 seconds, they'll be pulled back and their head will get chopped off by a giant razor blade. Problem is that when one person goes forward, it pulls the other people back. So it all depends on teamwork. Because you all have to work together, otherwise no one's getting out. So it's a very much maybe. Depends on how greedy the other people are being. And if I can overpower them. This one is GG easy. Basically, all of these glass jars in the ceiling have keys in them that will open up these little tunnels in the wall. And you have to get into one of these tunnels before the timer goes off. Otherwise, basically you're going to get blown up. The thing is, there's 3 tunnels in the wall, but 5 people, well, 4 people at this point, but 5 people. But more than one person can fit in a fucking tunnel. You don't need to be fighting for the keys, but these people are idiots and don't realize that, so one person dies. But if you just work together, this one's absolutely easy. It's a literal breeze. Bathtub trap. I mean, I'm just going to set it down here and say nothing more. It's literally impossible. Because you have to kill someone to make it work, really. Next up, we have the blood trap. What happens here is basically everyone has to... It's meant for 5 people. And they all basically have to cut their arm on this big fucking saw blade to drain out the blood in their body, and they all, in theory, only have to give 2 pints of blood. However, at this point, there's only 2 people left alive, so they have to do 5 pints of blood each. In theory, you can survive with missing 5 pints of blood, but it's a very grim outlook. So that's why I'm probably going to die. You're probably fucked. We're going to skip that one, because that's kind of complicated. That one too, I don't really know how to... What the hell's this one? What the fuck is that one? I don't recognize that one. Hold on. Oh, whatever. Okay. So let's see here. What's first is... Oh god, pound of flesh. Is that even on here? Doesn't look like it is. Yeah, it looks like they skipped pound of flesh. So we don't have to worry about that one. The gallows. Is that on here? Is that what this is? Yeah. This one's completely mamie because it's one person's gonna live, one person's gonna die. Basically, 2 people are have like nooses around their neck, and one person on the outside has to basically pull on these 2 chains that will basically keep them from having the noose like strangle them. But he has to let one of them go. He has to choose one of them to die. So again, you're completely at the whim of this guy. I'm gonna put shotgun carousel in there as well. Basically, there's 6 people in a carousel, and there's a shotgun that's gonna shoot you when it stops on you. But the guy on the outside can stop it twice. But only twice. So basically, it's up to him if you're one of the 2 people who get to live. Oxygen Crusher. I mean, this one's GG easy. If I'm playing against the same guy that this guy had to. Basically, every time you breathe, this thing is going to slowly kind of start to crush you. It's hard to explain, but basically, you're going to slowly get crushed. It's going to get tighter and tighter every time you take a breath. The thing is, the guy in it is playing against a fucking smoker. So, fucking easy. As long as you're not a smoker as well, you're going to win. Because you'll have a better lung capacity. Steam maze. Probably gonna die. Basically, you have to navigate a maze full of fucking hot steam. Enough said. Alright, let's see here. Saw 7 traps. What the hell? Oh, that's what that one is. Probably gonna die. Basically, the dude has to, he's stuck to his car seat. The car seat leather is literally fused with his back. And he has to basically lean all the way forward and rip off the fucking skin on his back that's connected to the car seat leather. Like, actually literally fused with his back. Like, you know those people who fuse to couches? That's what happened to him. Yeah, no. The lawnmower trap is not... Why isn't the lawnmower trap in here? The silent circle. Yeah, no, just fucking kill me now. This is the one trap I literally had a hard time watching. Basically, she has a fish hook with a key on it going all the way down her throat into her stomach. And Bobby, another guy, has to fucking yank it out through her mouth, ripping up her fucking throat. And if she screams, these 4 metal poles that you see around her are going to get closer and closer and impale her. And if he doesn't do it in 60 seconds, they're also going to impale her. Even if he manages to get the key out in time, she's probably going to die of internal bleeding. Fucking hell, awful. How does this one work? It's blah blah blah. Bobby had to... So this one, basically she's in this wheel that's going to slowly start spinning forward and impale her against these metal rods. If Bobby doesn't basically pull down on this heavy metal bar, that's going to cause these rods to impale his sides. And he has to do it for so long or she'll die. Yeah, no, she's fucked. Because, like, let's say I'm Bobby. I have to let myself get stabbed in the fucking hips for like a minute straight. I don't know if I could do that. So, oh, this one goes from 1 to 7. I see. Hello, Ashley. I want to play a game. God damn it. God damn it. I want to play a game. Hi, Joris. Alright, so, next up we have this one, which, yeah, no, you're not gonna do it. Basically, this guy is completely blindfolded, and he has to navigate across these rafters purely on the instructions of someone else. In under 60 seconds. No, you're fucked! You're absolutely fucked! Because you can't see, and you have to navigate... I mean, you basically have to navigate something that'd be nearly impossible if you could see. Now you can't see, have to rely purely on instructions, and only have a minute to do so. Decided if there... I mean, in all honesty, the only one I'd say was warranted was fucking, the hotel dude. Since he was a, you know... You know what he was. I am ranking the saw chests by how difficult they are. Honestly, I gotta make a new tier of its own. Hold on. I gotta add a new tier just because of how freaking easy this one is. Because oh, hold on. Why bother tier? Honestly, yeah. Like, hold on. Let's call it... What should I call it? Not even a trap, to be honest. Because it's not. I'm sorry. If you have any common sense, that one is so fucking easy. All she had to do was walk to the other side of the box and see that there's a fucking key for it. Instead, she just shoves her hands up through the razor blades. Oh my god! She is so stupid! Next up, I'm putting this in pure agony. It's a relatively simple trap. It was natural selection. It really was. Basically, this dude had, some codes. He had this code basically written on his, wisdom teeth. So he had to take a pliers, no painkiller, and rip out his fucking teeth to get the code. Yeah. I don't know if I could do that. I generally don't know if I could do that. It would be truly awful. I would probably die. Well, actually, I don't have to worry about me dying because I'm fine no matter what. My wife, on the other hand, would die. Speaking of which, the last trap, because I'm not going to really talk about the other ones on here since they're kind of unique. Rip out your teeth with no painkillers, I have done it. Yes, but these are your wisdom teeth. And all you have is a pliers. Basically, he has to insert the... Actually, no, you know what? Fuck, I'm putting this in GG easy. I just remembered how easy this actually is. Now, what he's supposed to do is take these hooks and basically impale his pectoral muscles with them. With all my teeth. Oh, fucking hell. Why? What? And impale his pectoral muscles with it and basically pull himself up on these chains to get to the top and connect these two wires together. Now, the reason I say GG easy is that, you see these are hooks, right? He could literally just basically slip his feet into them to stand on the hooks, essentially, and then pull himself up. He doesn't need to impale himself. At all. There was no need for it. And if he doesn't do it in time, his wife gets burned alive. So yeah, fun times. The baby teeth. Okay, well that's a little different. Baby teeth are a little bit different. Honestly, like, but the natural selection was that razor box. I mean, holy hell is she stupid. She didn't even take 5 seconds to analyze it before shoving her arms in. Granted, she was probably a little delirious from the neurotoxin in the house, but still, come on. That's just stupidity. What the hell was this one again? I can't even tell what I'm looking at. What the fuck is that? What the hell am I looking at? Oh, that's the bathtub one. Yeah, that's literally impossible. I mean, yes, that's basically what Saw 2 is. You have to find these antidotes, through, in the house. Otherwise, they're going to die from the fucking gas that's being leaked into it. They have about 1 hour, otherwise they'll die. So one of the antidotes was in that frickin' plastic cage with the razor blades. Absolute buffoon, idiot, so stupid. One of them was, you had to get the key at the bottom of the pit of needles. Oh god, that'd be painful. One of them was in the furnace. Two of them were in the furnace, actually. Yeah, no, Saw is brutal. I mean, the most brutal trap, though, isn't even... No. The most brutal trap is probably the rack, where his limbs are going to get ripped off one at a time. Not ripped off, twisted off. Actually, I will put this one up here. Basically, this one, all he has to do is get it into this glass coffin here. It's relatively simple. He found the open glass coffin. The recording said, hey, if you don't want to die, get in the coffin. And he's like, nah, this is clearly bullshit. So he didn't get in the coffin. Guess what happened? He got crushed by the fucking walls. Basically, you know in Star Wars Episode 4, the trash compactor scene? That's what happened to him. But if he would have gone in the glass coffin, it would have lowered into the floor and he would have been fine. But then again, I mean, why would I listen to a recording that tells me to get into a freaking box? It's like, you know. This one I'm going to say is I'm probably going to die. I'll talk about it. Basically, it's relatively simple. Detective Briggs is the main protagonist of Saw 4, and he has to get into this room where they are at in 1 hour. He has to find the room and get there in 1 hour, otherwise the guy in there is going to die. The thing is, that's a bunch of bullshit. In actuality, he has to not get in there in an hour. Because if he opens that door before the 1 hour is up, you're going to get crushed by 2 giant ice blocks. But Detective Briggs was told he has 1 hour to get there. Otherwise his friend is going to die. So he's basically lied to about what he has to do. The reason for this is that, it was basically... Because basically all the traps in Saw are meant to teach you a lesson. And the lesson there was that he needs to let shit go. And because he couldn't let shit go, he went after his cop friend, and his cop friend got killed. So yeah, this is all of them 1 through 7. I thought this would have Jigsaw and Spiral in it. I guess not. But yeah, fucking hell, Saw is brutal. Extremely brutal. I think the one, though, like I said before, the one that I had the hardest time watching was this one. Let me find a nice image of it, just to show you how bad it is. It's bad. That's not it, by the way. Yeah, so she has the fish hook going all the way down into her fucking stomach, and Bobby over here has to freaking pull it out in a minute, and she can't scream as the fish hook is literally tearing apart her throat and esophagus. Oh, I had a hard time watching that one. Out of all of them, that is the one I had a hard time watching. If the audio in the room is above a whisper for too long, she is going to get impaled. If he doesn't do it in a minute, she is going to get impaled. Oh, God. I'm pretty sure he did actually get the hook out, but he didn't unlock it in time. But I'm pretty sure it ripped off her, what do you call it? Her epiglottis, which is that little flap that's in your throat that kind of goes back and forth based on if you're breathing or swallowing stuff, so that food doesn't go down your air hole. You have a little flap right there, actually, that separates the two tubes. So that way you know, food goes down the right hole. I think it actually like ripped it out as he took the hook out. So yeah. Fine! But no, I wouldn't say that anyone deserves them except for the guy right here who had to have the scythe impale his eyeballs. Because he was a piece of shit. Human scum. I'm not going to say why because I don't really want to talk about that kind of subject, but yeah. Human scum. Honestly, the reason people get tested in the movies is kind of like very inconsistent. It'll be like, oh, what is, like, let me think of, oh, you, I don't fucking know, killed your baby and blamed your husband for it, making him kill himself. But then someone else is being tested because they smoke cigarettes. It's a bit inconsistent. But the whole idea is basically John Kramer's philosophy, the guy who puts in the traps, wants them to appreciate life. So to make them appreciate life, he puts them through this shit. What a fucking American hero. Anyways, now we're going to play our main event. I should restart the stream, actually. I'm going to restart the stream for it, so I can split the VODs up on YouTube easier.